One of my favorite characters that we've been able to finally do some development on is Vampirella. This is definitely one of those things that is from my nostalgic childhood. This was something I used to always see at the newsstand or on book covers. There was just something striking about it. Aside from it being a fantastic looking woman, there was this vampire allure and a lot of great sort of horror theater that I would always see in sort of the Hammer films.
When we want to start with the design for this Vampirella, the first one we went with was the standing 5th scale comic head that Tony Cipriano sculpted. And it was a lot more erect, arms out. And we wanted to contrast that one a bit with our follow-up, so we wanted to do a sitting pose.
We also chose to kind of include a fairly robust prop in the sense of this giant demon skull that she was sitting on to bring a little bit more of the sort of, 70s fantasy into the piece.
Another sort of exciting opportunity that we had with the second Vampirella piece was to work with a different sculptor. And we were really excited to work with Mark Newman because he, kind of almost unlike anybody else, really puts a unique spin to the female form, and a lot of his characterization of these characters is just a little different than everyone else's, and we thought he brought a lot to the piece, so it was pretty cool.
While we were exploring this sort of seductive attitude about this character's interpretation, we thought this would be a good place to kind of explore two different heads. And this gave us a chance to get sort of two attitudes as well as two different distinct hairstyles.
We were able to do this sort of thrown back ecstasy head and then also the more classic sinister head.
So we also changed the hair where instead of it's just long, straight, and flow, it's a bit more wavy, and the bangs are handled a little bit differently. It has a little bit more wave and curve to it.
It was a lot of fun. We kind of wanted to really bring out some character in the way that her facial expression was. And
the other thing we wanted to do with the piece was give it a exclusive fine art print. We love doing these things because they help put the character in more context and definitely add an extra layer to the atmosphere of the whole piece.
We kind of came up with a really unique, cool, stylized, real oil painter-y looking print for this one, which a lot of us are really excited with the way it's coming out.
Vampirella for us is one of those characters that, much like the old Karloff Frankenstein, we feel that there are so many incarnations of that we can explore this continually. So the thing that I love to impress on our collectors is the notion that we're really committed to this character, and we'd love to be able to continue to produce various incarnations of her as we move forward in our development history.